Just say when.
I'm with. Well, let me look on the page.
I'm looking on the page. I don't see it.
Okay. It says
Oh,
it should be ready.
All right, we're here. But no, you're not on there, Callie.
okay.
Hello,
They can still hear
everybody,
me though.
and welcome to.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? Y'all doing
Good.
good?
Busy with TV
Busy, busy,
shows.
busy. So tonight you have your regular Joy
Yeah.
and Callie and me, Montique, and we have a special guest. And Callie is going to introduce our special guest. Are you ready, Callie?
Yes, we are. First of all, one of the reasons that we got together, the three of us, is because we like to watch reality TV. Chatty, and Chattier. That would be the three of us. And so Blunt has been sending out her local talk show that she does with her friends and her family. And I try to look at whatever comes out. And I did look at it. It felt like I was watching family members, actually. So it caught my interest. And she's also she's a writer. She's African American. She's definitely a powerful person that's trying to do her own thing, and that's a good role model for all of us. So her name is Kimber Lane. She goes by Blunt, and I'm going to let her take over and explain the show to her, the real women of the RVA. Take it over.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I'm very excited to be with you. Real Women of RVA is about a reality show out of Richmond, Virginia. It's me and five of my girlfriends, and we're just being who we are. We're authentic, transparent. Real RVA is unscripted. You see what you get, and what you get is what you see. We do not know how the show, how it's gonna go, how it's gonna start. And I just want you guys to just take it in. We have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Real Women of RVA. And please just enjoy. And even if you don't enjoy, give us some feedback, criticism, constructive, anything. As long as you watch, like, and share, please. Real Women of RVA on YouTube.
I have a screenshot up of who are the ladies. Can you see it? The screenshot.
Mm,
It's you and it's two other ladies. You're all at a table, kind of talking to each other. So, what made you decide
ah,
to do the show? Like, who? What made you decide to just do your own type of reality show?
I am a reality show addict. I love Basketball Wives. I love Real Housewives. I love Love and Hip Hop. I love Married to Medicine. I love Married at First Sight. I love
Okay.
I love every bit of reality shows that, what I'm saying? I love everything that it encompasses. And I try to do a reality show strictly about authors and being an author and other authors. It didn't work out. God put this on my heart. He gave me Real Women of RVA. He gave me Real Women of ATL. And he gave me Real Women of NYC. And those are the
Oh,
that I'll be doing. It just was easy because I was in Richmond to start there. Um, as you see, I'm in Atlanta now. I'm getting my cast together here now. And I'll be moving on to in 2023. But God put this on my heart. He actually even gave me the people to contact.
hmm.
And I contacted them,
Wow.
and a few of them had apprehensions, but they did it because the love that they have for me. And I was
Oh.
very thankful for that.
Well, if you
So
ever
yeah, we
do Real
went
House,
in.
Real Women of Nashville,
Or St. Louis.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
we ready. Okay, I'm probably.
Okay. All right.
So, how often do you film? Is it sporadically? Do you have a set schedule? Like, how do people know when you are loading a new episode? I guess basically.
We film 4 months at a time. We try to do the warmer months, but we did actually film season three this past winter because we have a group of new girls. So the first season we shot around 4 months straight. Got a lot of footage. So those
Okay.
are actually going to carry 2 seasons strong. We debuted Valentine's Day 2020, and that was a 10 episode project. We ran it weekly at 7 p.m. on YouTube. So what I do is Valentine's Day 2021, season 2, episode 1, 7 o'clock, YouTube. And every Sunday thereafter, we'll do it weekly. So every Sunday, I'll load up that episode. Season 2 will have 15 episodes, and then we'll bust a reunion at the end of that.
Wow! So you have a reunion too? Do you who hosts the reunion? Like, do you have an Andy, or is it you? Or
we actually had one of Richmond's radio VJs. Her name is Leslie International.
Okay.
And she hosted. She did a very good job. She actually joined the cast, but that didn't work out. So you'll get to see that in season 3. Yeah, we got a lot of turnover going on. But hey, you know, people really don't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect when I started this. So once a few of them saw themselves, they didn't really care for what they saw, and they backed out immediately. Yeah, so TC and Brooklyn Ma, who started out with us, after they saw the premiere episode, the first episode, they was like, nah, this is, you need to do this, that, and the third, and they was out. And my whole thing to that was, you didn't even see how the season played out. So for you to leave
I love the Brooklyn Ma. I love Brooklyn Ma. Yeah, I'm saying she's good doing it.
To see her, I don't know, and you know what, they didn't give it a chance to even know. So they have no idea how far the show is gonna go, because it's gonna go. Yeah. It's gonna catch on. And our seasons, they just didn't give it. They didn't have the faith. And that's okay, because everybody is not gonna stay with you. You know, I just know I won't stop. You know, Blunt stands for Black Lady Under New Terms. It's my terms and God's terms. So no one's gonna dictate how I do this show, you know?
Was it the editing that she didn't like? How it was
she didn't, well, they all had different ideas of promotion and marketing and how things should be done. And, you know, my whole thing was anybody paying for this? Like, you know, TC wanted a billboard. Billboards are $3,000. Yeah. You know, then COVID hit. Who was gonna see the billboards? Like, it's right. There's certain things with marketing and television, like social media is the wave. That's the new wave. So yeah, it is. I didn't want to spend thousands of dollars on something that I'd rather put the thousands into boosting our posts and let social media spread it, because that's where everybody is right now.
And especially in these some of these group chats. I don't know how many you're in, but in some places you can reach 10,000 people, 15, 20,000 people easily. I'm in several that's way big, that are huge. And they are reality show watchers. Yes. So I get that. Yeah. And digital ads aren't nearly as expensive.
They're not. You can reach a whole bunch of people with Facebook ads. We do it all the time.
I agree.
You can say how far you want it to go. You can say what demographic you want to use. And I think that was probably the smarter thing to do. They just didn't understand.
They didn't understand. And they did it. They went about it in a real raunchy way. And it really wasn't cool. We were friends for over 20 years. And we're no longer friends, by the way.
No. The reality TV really does mess with friendships. It really does.
It really does. And relationships, forget about it, So it's a fine line. You have to really be careful of what you portray to the world. And us being real, the show being non-scripted, it went how it went. I have no regrets. God did this. This is what it's supposed to be. And it showed me I did nothing. Like, I did nothing wrong, or, I just followed my heart. And so for people to disassociate themselves with me for that, you were never my friend to me in the beginning, Right. So whenever you were around, that's how I feel.
Once the show reaches like a certain status, they would probably want to come back, I think.
Would I let them? No. Yeah. Not at that point. But I already know. because the city is talking. You see, RVA is talking. They know that this show, they know that we have something here. We got I got people coming to me wanting to work with me. We have something here. So for you to dip out so early, you did yourself a disservice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm real curious to see how they really feel. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But the takeaway for me in that is, you know, you guys were friends for 20 years and they didn't like it, but you kept going. And that's what people need to do. Don't just stop it because a few don't always agree. Keep going because it's something that you believe in. And I think that's good.
Absolutely.
And then just, knowing a little bit of the background from your video, I know that you had your son when you were younger, right? I think you were 15.
Yes.
Is that what I saw?
Yes.
Yeah, and so sometimes people might get pregnant that young and think my life is over. And you're proving that no, we keep it moving. And, you know, from what we can see, your son is also doing some good things too. So that, for me, that just it speaks out a lot. It's something that I would always support. So
tell us a little bit about your son. What is he doing?
My son is Saint Vinci. He is a rap artist. He has a lot going on YouTube, Instagram. He's on Spotify. He's on all of the major streaming platforms. He has records with the Baby, Lil Baby, 2 Chainz, as well as his own independent projects. He's working on a project now, getting ready to go in with my honey, his name is Colorado. He used to be down with the original Def Squad with Redman and Method and all of them. So we got the music scene popping. They do the music for the show as well. So it's one big family. Yeah, we are really blessed. Yeah.
I love it. So is there anything else you want to tell about? Like, is there a favorite person that you think people will gravitate to? Or is everybody have like their own personality?
Who's the breakout? Who was the breakout?
Yeah, who's like the star? Yeah. Who's like is it you? Look.
Everybody says that D is our star. They have D as the star, saying that she's like a Kenya almost.
Oh, okay.
You like Kenya, her, but you don't, but you do, but you don't. You know, but D is actually a SAG actor. So she is an actual official actor.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know. It's like she doesn't really turn on for the camp, but she turns on. Like she's a trip. She's a trip. Yeah. And the argument that they get into is genuine. Everything that happened really happened. It's just that our camera people had left. We were actually winding down and it just came out of nowhere. So I got that little bit on my phone. But when the fight actually broke out, because there was a fight,
oh my God.
I had to drop my phone because I had to, TC's son was in the house and we couldn't let that go down like that. So we had to physically get in the middle of them, and the green screens of the fight kind of tell it. How, TC kicked D and D couldn't get at her, but she wanted to run her over with her car. All of that really, really happened. It really did. And I was disappointed that I didn't get it. But at the same time, a lot of the reality show groups, they don't want, and viewers, they don't want Black women to portray themselves in that light.
Right.
So it's like, I'm kind of glad that we didn't get it. I Batman and Robin did out, you know what I'm saying, with the pow pow bang bang, just to put a little humor on it. But you got some people that's like, nah, I wanted to see. I'm like, okay, I get it, but that's not this show,
Yeah, and that's I'm a person that I'm disappointed when I see that. We see the Basketball Wives and the Love and Hip Hop. I know that people fight, but I expect it from their group. It's certain groups, you call especially when you have a title like The Real Women, do real women, middle-aged women.
Right. Do we fight? Do we fight?
We do. Unfortunately, we do. But we really don't want our girls and we don't want really people. We do want to make a different example on our show. We do. So we are going to have drama. We are going to have arguments, but I'm going to reel that thing back in. We have to reel it back in. We have to show that it can be done.
Yeah.
You know, it can be done that we can reel it back in and still continue as sisters. We can.
I agree. Not that I agree with, because I do think it should definitely show solving things. Some of the more disappointing things that I've seen is it taking too long. The longer you take to resolve things, you'll never get back to a place of just being good. You know, you give everybody 24, 48 hours to cool their head.
Exactly.
But after that, you have to sit down, because the longer you're away from somebody, the easier it is to forever be away from it.
It
and
is.
You're not resolving anything.
And then you harbor things in your mind about what they did, what they thought. Like, you really don't know their thoughts, but you create reality. Them. You create what happened in your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's good.
They both had two different versions.
Yeah,
I do plan on
believe it.
They both had two different versions of how it happened. In season 2, you'll see they really had different versions of how that, how that went.
As more time goes by, the truth gets blared. And, you know, you almost have to show them an uncut version of it for them to sit down off screen or even on screen. That could be the dynamic that you don't necessarily have to show us, but show their reaction.
Yeah.
You know, of them watching it like, dang, I didn't realize that.
Please watch season 2. Please.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it because I haven't watched it yet, but Callie has talked so good about it.
Awesome.
She's in it. She says she feels like it's her family, and that's when they get you can relate. That's why I think I like Potomac, because I feel like I can relate to them more. They're not putting on airs. They don't have a glam squad. They just
we don't. We got flat. We got hammered for that. But we're just real women. We're not trying to do all of that. We're just trying to show people who we really are. Yeah. Hopefully they'll love us for who we are, you know.
And that's what I like. I like when people are who they are. They don't put on all these airs and try to be something that they're not. Nobody wants to see that. So I think I'm really going to enjoy it.
That's when it gets boring.
Yeah.
Like, by the time that you watch a show, you know, that's one of the reasons why I don't like Beverly Hills. I watched it for the first time, but one of the things that Garcelle said, oh, y'all are surface. You know, y'all are surface people. It's going to be. If this is all I see, I'm waiting on you to finish with your glam squad so we can go do this scene together. That's not entertaining. So everybody's mad even before you even step in the room together. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and they create. I'm excited. I'm gonna watch it and
watch it. Yeah,
and maybe after you watch it, you'll come back on. You can come on as many times as you want with them. If you enjoy tonight, are you gonna stay with us and talk about? Have you watched any other shows or?
I have. I actually have to get on the road to go to Virginia, but I don't. I'm here until my honey say I gotta go.
Okay. We don't want to keep you too long, so if you have to leave, just leave. But you can come back anytime and.
Thanks for coming on for me. I appreciate it.
You guys, I enjoyed this. I look forward to seeing and talking with you guys again, chatting about all the shows, because I am definitely on it.
Oh, well, come on. Yeah, you definitely got to come on.
Because we watch everything.
We watch everything.
So you
awesome.
Wait a minute. Are you going to stay? Are you going to stay while we go to the next topic until you have to leave?
Yeah, I'm trying to stay. Okay. Yes, I'm staying.
So, what did you watch? Bell Collective? Did you watch Wendy? What have you watched? Have you watched Bell Collective?
I watched the preview of Bell Collective. I saw the whole, you know, I bought my hair at your shop thing and it won't, you know what I'm saying? I seen all that. She was just totally wrong, but I'll let y'all start. I'm not going to start. Y'all, I did see Bell Collective. I seen Wendy. I love her transparency, but I'm not going to jump around. Y'all go ahead and lead and I'll fall in.
Well,
thank you.
Did
you watch Huntsville? Do you watch Huntsville?
Oh, yes.
You got to come back.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Okay, you coming back. Let us know when you can come back because we want to get other perspectives too.
Yeah, because we need to get another perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Have a safe drive.
So great to meet you.
Bye.
All right. So, ladies, what we're going to talk about now? We're going to talk about Bell Collective next?
Yeah, let's do Bell Collective.
So, this was episode 3, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And what did you think about this episode? Did you think it was as good as episode 2?
I feel like episode better.
2, huh?
It's getting better.
It's getting better, but I don't think it's there yet.
No, it's not.
But it's getting better.
It's getting better.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything that even just stuck out in my mind.
The only thing that stuck out really was that you got to hear a little bit of the conversation with her son and the dynamic with this is what I was talking about with her husband not coming home. And I don't know how they could be okay with that. It kind of parallels with Wendy. Because Wendy was
and Drew.
The difference between Drew is Drew wasn't okay with it.
Right.
I mean, she's clear that she wasn't okay with it. Wendy was kind of okay with it.
Wendy was okay with it.
In her mind, as long as it's not happening at this house.
Yeah.
You know,
the baby's what got it for Wendy. I think
yes,
she would have been fine if it was not for the baby. But Marie, I don't know if she's fine with it or not.
No, I don't, but she kind of is.
I think she's just accepting it. Like, she doesn't want him to not be at home. She's like, you set the tone for our family. And if they see you not coming home, look at how they're acting. Like, you need to do better. But she's not going to make him do better. She's not going to leave him.
That's insane. I don't even know I wouldn't even know where to begin if my husband was picking and choosing when he would come home and staying somewhere and you don't even call. I don't know what that kind of disrespect is. I don't
understand with the fact
what kind of disrespect it is.
Okay, so you get married, right?
Correct.
You have a house, he has a house. And then y'all both keep your houses, plus you get a house? Because
I don't have a problem with that because usually if you're using it as investment property.
That's what I'm saying. But no, you live in there. Like, it's not a rental or an income property. You keeping it, so if you get mad at me, you go into your house. I don't think that's healthy.
I do.
Neither do I, but I mean, if you have reasons not to trust, you know, then I'd have a problem with it. But just in general, I wouldn't care if they had a separate place because I'd probably have a key to it as well. And we come and go when we need to type thing. I don't think Wendy had that kind of flexibility, but I'd be okay with it if I was okay with everything else going on in the relationship.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I mean, because
we are one. We're supposed to not have an avenue for somewhere else to go. We need to stick this out and get it done. Now, we can have these houses and we can rent them out as Airbnb them, but you're not going to be just having somewhere to go.
Do you all remember the season on Married in Medicine?
When Simone
I hear echo, by the way. I
don't hear anything. Do you hear it now?
Mute.
Yeah, I don't hear it now. Do I hear it?
Yeah, it was on Cali. Yeah.
Okay. So Simone and Cecil.
Yes, they had 2 separate houses, but they had it for a couple of reasons. For one, they wanted the boys in a certain school district or closer to school. It was either it was school related to the boys. And one of those houses was close, and whatever it was, I think their original house was far away from her, was closer to her job or something. So she pretty much stayed in the old house, and the boys and the dad stayed in another one. Yes. I tend to think that that's just a recipe for a disaster.
They almost broke up.
Yeah.
I mean, they were about to split up.
Yeah.
So I think that's not a good thing to do.
No.
But Marie is okay with it. And I think she's probably afraid to ride by. Like Callie said, she'll ride by. But Marie's probably scared to ride by because she don't want to see the other woman at the house. Like, that man is doing some things. And then her son sees it and he's disrespecting her, punching holes in my wall in my house. You think you come back in my house?
You know what? I'm trying to be not overly negative, but Marie has issues. I can't with her. I can't with her. So her husband doesn't come home. She kind of seems okay with it. Her son talks to her any kind of way, and she's still taking care of him, his baby's mothers, and the kids. I think she likes having things like that to worry about. I mean, she wants everybody to have to come to her for help with everything.
I know.
Then she. And so, well, wait, and then what was up with the business partner that was sitting down at the table with the son and the husband, and they were having family talk? Why was the business partner there?
That right there.
She could say the things that she said to the husband kind of shocked me.
She was like, I'm here because I have had, like she felt like she was more supposed to be there than the husband, in my opinion.
But I will say
I didn't understand that.
I think that it's something else going on there. One of the things that she said, Maurice said, is that he wants to be in partnership with her, not her friend. So I think work is it could be part contentious. And it also may be a situation where he wants her to, he might not be comfortable with filming. I do wonder about that, because sometimes these guys are like, okay, that's your thing. It's not really mine. I might pop in, but I ain't all about putting myself on blast. We see that a lot. Juan, for example, has been as clear as he could about the fact that he's not comfortable. You know, he's not comfortable filming. He does it because it's Robin's things. It's probably helped them financially, so he tries to support her when he can. Did y'all see that clip, by the way? Giselle and Robin got interviewed this week.
Yeah, with the wine company. Yeah, she said that at that.
Yeah, I was just going to say that one of the things that Robin said was that comment that she made, I'm so glad wine isn't here, that it came from Chris kind of going in on her, that they actually cut it out of context. I figured that anyway, because the reunion was cut up badly. But one of the things that she said was, Juan is not comfortable with filming. Mm-hmm. You know, and she doesn't want to put him in a position, because he has a job. And she doesn't want to put him in a position, basically, that he's acting a fool on camera. I think that's what it boils down to.
She said she wasn't saying
literally what she said.
Yeah, she said she wasn't saying that Juan was gonna fight Chris.
Yeah.
She was saying that she just didn't want him to be around,
associated with that mess. Yeah, I did hear that he clowned. I don't know whether or not he charged at Giselle the way Jamal Bryant had insinuated, but I heard that he went on and on and on and clowned way more than what they saw. Monique said in the interview that she felt like they were protecting Giselle and Candace and Robin a little bit, but I think that they were also protecting Chris as well.
Oh yeah, Robin said it. She said they showed him in a better light than it should have been. She said that in that interview.
Right, but Monique, she's overlooking that.
She doesn't see anything she does wrong.
Yeah, of course.
Because she just recently did a live saying that her video was in response to Candace's video.
That's not true.
And that's not true.
I keep telling you, know how I'm showing you how petty I am. I'm gonna prove it today. Go look up the day that she lost to T'Challa. If you watch the end of that video with Monique with that scarf on, at the end of that video, she's talking about T'Challa being missing. And go look at the date that Candace did hers. Period. As they said, period. Monique did that live first. That live with her outside with that robe. She had on pajamas and a headscarf.
And a head wrap.
She's the one that mentioned the plot. She's the one that mentioned the dinner after Andy's baby shower. So when Candace could have done hers, it literally could have been the very next day. That it really could have been. Candace then did her live. One of the people on Candace's live had watched Monique's, and that's why they could ask, I heard y'all plotted. That was Monique's word, not Candace's. Candace just repeated after Andy's baby shower. That's why, because if you go back, she's answering a question. Yeah. So one or two things happen. Either you believe that Monique did hers first, or Monique had to feed this to somebody to ask Candace, because nobody had talked about this. One or two of the things.
She did it first. Somebody screenshot the date, and like it's in one of the groups where she had that head wrap on.
Yes.
And they said she did it first, and they had the time and the date and everything.
Right. And then Candace came, and she was just talking about stuff. Mm-hmm. And at the end, she took questions, or she read a question, and then she answered it. And then she takes how Candace said it out of context, because Robin was pissed at her. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you all saw that
text message.
Because Robin was like, well, why did you leave it as if we were plotting at that dinner? Because she did kind of leave it open like that. But I wish they hadn't cut that part, because one of the things that anyway.
Yeah. We're going to talk about, okay, what else? Oh, right. So what did you think of, I want to show this. I don't have a picture of Zaddy. I have a picture of Red, but I don't have a picture of Zaddy. I'm about to do that next week. Dang it. But what do you think about him trying to teach her how to swim?
She's weird to me. At least she admit that she has Zaddy issues.
She did. She said she liked his belly. Did you see that? She likes his belly. I don't mean
like weird, like, you have a woman that is very successful, who has come up with innovative ideas. You can let your man, you can dig into his ego a little bit, even if it's a lie. I just don't understand the combativeness with her. I'm not getting it. You know, anything like, I don't necessarily get it. Everything isn't a fight. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, I'm teaching you how to swim. He trying to make me drown. Girl, you even got your face wet.
She didn't even
and you standing in water that ain't even at your waist. How you gonna drown?
Right.
Like, I just don't, when you are dealing with somebody that they feel like they have to prove something all the time, everything is a battle with her. You're gonna.
Well, she has said on multiple occasions that he didn't support her initially. He didn't support her dream.
Okay,
but he is now. I mean, he's investing. He's investing this time.
That's okay. I mean, even if that's.
That's probably why she's a little combative though with him. Combative.
She got to get over it. It's done. How long has she had these vending machines? It's done. He believes in you now, lady. Like he's
I don't know. Money. I just don't understand though. She's just combative to me unnecessarily.
Yeah,
like you don't have to feel like every scene with you and your husband feels like a battle. Mm-hmm. That's what it does. It seems like I did this without you. Like everything turns into that. I don't like that. And I don't know if she sees herself that way.
Probably not. She's probably.
What's up with that dress that she has? It looked like my wedding dress.
Okay, I can't.
In confessionals.
Yes, it does.
I have to show y'all my wedding dress. I swear to God.
It looks like your wedding dress.
I mean, not with that. Let me be clear. Not with that stupid bow.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
My wedding dress was white with these iridescents all over it. It was I had an African dress, but it had iridescents all over it. A white iridescent sequence all over it. And that's what and I don't even think mine was that bright. Like it had more space between it. So
right. What else happened? What about is it Tambray? I don't not say their names. I know
it wasn't a great episode. The only episode
it wasn't. Her family and parents really have been. Marie. Yeah, Marie carried this, and what's her Letitia? I need to know their names. I feel like she was a very supportive friend. Is that her name, Letitia?
Now I do respect what Letitia's doing because I think all of us live in a city that probably has an area that is similar that we would like to see kind of popping. In St. Louis is Martin Luther King. What is it in Nashville?
Jefferson.
What is it in Kansas City, in Cali?
18th and Vine area, but all the older places like that are being renewed heavily.
Oh, okay. In Kansas City. So I get it. I respect what she's doing. I definitely respect it because but I didn't realize that they said that This particular area was the second largest economic thing under New York.
Black Wall Street.
Harlem.
Harlem. Was it Harlem?
Was it Harlem? Yeah, it's Harlem, huh? So I was pretty impressed. I would like to have seen some old pictures, a lot of old pictures, to see what that would have looked like. But
yeah, I like to see that. But I think I liked when they went to City Hall. A lot of people don't know you can go into City Hall, learn about site plans, learn about planning and zoning and ordinances and all. So I feel like a lot of us don't know to do that. So
I respect that. I respect 100% what she's doing.
So I think that, but I think that was it. An old girl went to see her parents married 51 years.
It. Yeah,
that was it.
I'm hoping it'll pick up because I want this to be successful.
I do too.
Because it's
I think Maurice's issues are what's going to have the show. And maybe Antoinette and her business, maybe she'll come up with some things and we'll see it rise and her grow. But other than that, I don't know what else could happen. All right.
I hope it does get better. Because it was a struggle watching that.
Yeah.
Marie just kind of turned my tummy upside down. I can't. But okay.
I just hate that she feels that she has to do for all these people. Okay, so do we want to talk about Married at First?
She doesn't have to. She wants to. She doesn't have to.
Some people like to feel needed.
You know, one of the conversations that I kind of had with somebody in one of the new groups in the Bell Collective group was, I respect, and this is where we kind of got into an argument about Marie taking care of her babies, her grandchildren while her son is in school, because one of the girls was saying he needs to get a job. And I kept thinking, in my mind, Marie thinks like me. If on the long haul, he gets an education so he can get a better job. Right. So he won't have to depend on me. Yeah, he could drop out of school, but what is he going to do but go work somewhere? If he's lucky, he'll get $10 or $12 an hour. Everybody in here know that it is not enough to be able to support himself and 3 different children.
3.
You just know that. I mean, even if he got lucky and got $15 an hour, that still wouldn't be enough to support all of those kids. So I think Marie thinks like I would think. On the front end, I would rather do it now because I don't want to do it for the long haul. And he's 21, so I'm assuming this isn't his first, second, or even third year. And he may be closer to finishing than he is starting all over.
Okay, well, here's the problem. Her putting his anger issues out on national television might actually hurt him getting a decent job. She's telling the world he's angry. And this is what he does when he's angry. He's knocking holes in many different walls. I don't think she should have done that. I don't like that. I'm not with her.
She left the episode though of them talking about counseling. So this wasn't a situation. So this isn't a situation where she just saying
your parents shouldn't put you on blast like that. That's the personal side of the family, in my opinion, that you sit at the kitchen table and talk about without your business partner there and without cameras. I just can't. Okay, I'll shut up.
But then nothing would have happened.
No. I'm not. I get, once you decide to go on a reality show, there are situations that happen that
she decided. He didn't. He's on the show.
But it also explains who you are as a person.
Yes.
And while I may not agree with putting that particular part of her life on TV, it explains a lot about her. It explains her anger. It explains her frustrations. It explains how combative she may be when she argues, because your frustration really ain't about that girl in his hair. You know, it's about it's other things that's going on in your home don't have nothing to do with me. And I think it's unfair that you're trying to make it about me.
It kind of explains her hurt and her attitude towards certain things, because she wants control somewhere.
Right. And there it is.
Yeah. And this is where she's trying to have it.
Like yeah. But that was about it. But yeah. All right. What's next?
Do we want to do Married at First Sight real quick? Let me see if I can.
Yeah, we can.
All right.
I don't know if you all are watching. They're not watching it, but I'll just say this. You all, it's a really, Married at First Sight comes on Lifetime Network. I believe it's Tuesday nights. It's Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it's Tuesday nights. And it is a really good show. This year, they're doing 5 couples. They get married at first sight, 8 weeks. This particular couple that we have up, I don't know why I can't remember their name. Paige and Chris. Paige and Chris. This one is really interesting. He used to be an ordained minister, by the way. But he said he left it. He used to be an ordained minister.
No.
But he said he stopped because it wasn't making him no money. Well, I'm not quite sure exactly what he does. When he introduced himself to her, he said that he was a Black franchise owner of a particular brand. Well, we Googled it. It's a Subway. So he owned a Subway. I said owned because apparently it was closed down shortly after they got married. Why, I can't really tell you. And he also does something with luxury cars or something. But anyway, she's also educated. And I want to say, I can't remember what she does for a living. Whatever it is, it's pretty up there. What made this couple stand out more than others, dramatically speaking, is he flat out said that he was not attracted to her. Ooh. And you also know, spoiler alert, so if you don't want to hear it, put it on mute. Allegedly, in the previews, they showed that he has a baby on the way. And not by his wife.
So on the show, if people don't know, there's like a pastor, there's a counselor, and it's another person.
There's a pastor, Pastor Kyle. There's a sex expert.
And then
there's a person is a relationship expert.
So and there's people who screen these people before they're even decided who they're going to put on the show. And somehow this right here got past all those people that this man can have a baby on the way.
He's arrogant. He flat out said he wanted a trophy wife. He flat out said that, he wanted a honeymoon baby. It was just really strange, some of the things that he was saying. And he told her friends when her bridesmaids pulled him to the side to have a conversation that, he, what did he say? Something, not just about a honeymoon baby. Oh, she's not the girl that, he said, I understand why they matched us. She's not the girl that I would want, but she's probably the girl that I need.
Yeah, he said something like, she's the girl that's good on paper. On paper, she's who I should be with. She's not who I want in my head.
Right.
But she should be. And I was thinking, really? He said that. So I didn't know that was her bridesmaids. I thought it was his cousins or something.
No, those could have been her family members, but they were posing also as her bridesmaids.
What?
And they talked, you talk very vocally about her body being great. So she's hooked up, honey. She's got a perfect, if I could draw mine, that's what it would look like. So she has a perfect body, but he doesn't find her attractive, and she's not unattractive.
She's not unattractive. I had her picture up. Yeah, she's
not unattractive. But the picture of a couple of women that he has been engaged to. This guy has been wanting to get married for a while. I will say this because he's been engaged to 2 women. And who broke up with who, nobody knows, but both of them were, they were cute girls. I would not put them in the category of, this awesome, this exotic.
No, they weren't.
Yeah. And, it's not, she is maybe a shade or 2 darker than maybe those other girls, but both of his other 2 girls were brown girls.
They were brown because at first when I heard that he wasn't what he was used to, I was thinking, does he want a white girl or
a white looking girl? And that wasn't the case. No. Both his exes were like brown girls.
Yeah, they were brown. So
they weren't lighter skin.
So, but that's a show that we think you all should try to watch. Married at First Sight. And this season seems like it's going to be really good. It hasn't even really started. They haven't even really done anything. The first one was just
only did the weddings. Only the
fireworks.
Yes. So none of the honeymoons. And back in the day, I used a couple of people who I used to talk to specifically in these, I wouldn't even watch the show until after the wedding.
Word.
Because all the weddings are the same. Most of the time they're the same. I didn't even like watching the introductions because the introductions are a bunch of bull, in my opinion. You don't get to know them until they start their honeymoon. So traditionally speaking, it's just been nothing on television. That's the only reason why I watched the beginning. But traditionally speaking, I wouldn't normally even pick up until this upcoming week.
So they go on the honeymoon together. So next we're going to talk about Married to Medicine. It's starting March 7th. And they have new cast members. Mariah's out. Quad and Carrie Wells and Lisa McLeod.
Nicole.
Lisa Nicole Cloud. They are friends, so they're not even on the thing. What do y'all think about Heavenly? What does she look like to y'all?
Mariah.
Okay.
She's been trying to look like Mariah for years.
I just can't believe she looks like this.
She's been trying to look like Mariah for years.
I was shocked.
Yeah. She looks good, though. I will say this. Heavenly, I don't care if she paid for it or not. Heavenly has done a good job with losing the weight, and she's taken her time to take it off. It hadn't been drastic, so she looks good, but she looks
good. What do you think about their outfits?
Like Mariah. She tries to look like Mariah.
I like the outfits. The colors are those are some of my favorite fall warm colors.
Yeah.
I love Simone in that red dress. She looks so
pretty. Toya lost a lot of weight too.
Yeah, Toya, they all look. I mean, when Dr. Jackie looked big, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So all them.
That dress doesn't look good on her. Her knees are really knocked too. So they are.
Yeah, they are. And why is Contessa in the middle? I don't understand.
And she the most. I heard that she's obviously doing a lot of drama, but all BS aside, she has been the most boring one. I'm trying to figure out how she made it.
I have no idea.
Yeah, because her story is so inconsistent. Her first season, she all about, I need to spend more time with my kids. I need to quit my job. Next season, I'm working part-time to balance it. Third season, she done moved to a whole new state.
She left them.
Go to school. It don't make any sense to me. It's almost like she's manufacturing storylines.
She is. I don't know if her storylines are true or not. But I mean, she looks good in the picture, though. Then they have
I'm surprised they brought her back. I don't know why we need her.
And then they have this
surprised they brought her back.
Doctor's Wives, and I think it's like a dig because she's Indian. Mariah's family was that. So
I was pissed off about that. They bring some ethnicity like Mariah's. They didn't want to show Mariah's.
But they did. So I think that's a dig. But I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, so y'all might be talking about this by yourselves.
I love me some Mariah, like for real.
I do too.
But I am a person that strongly believes as an executive. I really truly wish that Mariah had not stepped in front of the camera, because I think that if Mariah had stayed behind, she could have owned all of those franchises, and maybe they would have done a better job casting them, and they would have had longevity. And she could have been the Andy of this franchise. Yeah. But when you decide to go in front of the cameras, you almost sign away your right. You do. You do. Because her title was almost a vanity title. She had no right. She could not hire. She could not fire. She could not do. She was waiting on a contract like everybody else.
And she should never have been waiting on a contract.
Right.
That's just the craziest crap I've ever seen. So I don't know if I'm going to watch it, but we will kind of talk about it for y'all. Next I have, let's see, do we want to talk about this Karen and Giselle beef and what's going on with them? I don't think I have a picture, but what happened was at the wine thing that Giselle and Robin did, the lady asked Giselle, what is the craziest thing that happened at the reunion that they didn't air? And Giselle, to some extent, said, Karen has never been to my house. I've never invited her over, but she told everybody my address. And I'm like,
It wasn't
she said
that
they couldn't air it because you know that's her privacy. And she's probably riding by my house stalking me now, you know. And so Karen does this tweet talking about I ain't stalking you, da 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 da. So what do y'all think about all this? I don't even, are they filming yet? Or do we know?
They already filmed. They're filming. Okay. They're like in the second, third week of filming.
Yeah.
One of the things that she also said was that Karen was going on and on about her street. She said she knew her street name and she didn't like its name. And, you know, she was talking about her house and she was just kind of looking like, why? Like, I ain't never even invited you to my house. How do you know my street name? I ain't never even sent you an invite with the name on it.
And why you don't like the name of my street? Like, that's crazy to not like the name of somebody's street.
I think Karen is obsessed with Giselle. She done got a glam squad around her. That's what makes her unauthentic.
Yes.
We already started that. We already know. And what makes it so bad, we know your glam squad.
Mm-hmm,
like I was on, as a matter of fact, one of her glam people are on TikTok.
What?
Pointing to what he's done. All the people that, you know, when we know your glam squad, you know, we already know that nothing about you is authentic.
Yes, she done turned into the Beverly Hills people.
Yeah, nothing about you is authentic. You know, it's okay to have a jacked up ponytail because sometimes I heard it's a no. It's okay to have an ugly synthetic wig, Robin, because sometimes we think it look okay, and we get out the house and our friends be like, no,
don't do that again.
That's real.
That's why I liked Potomac. I'm not gonna lie, because they eat. You know, most of them housewives don't eat. Yeah. Atlanta and Potomac, they eat. They eat all the time. They dress how they want to dress. They wear their hair how to. They show you their families. They show you their troubles, their drama. Once it starts being, I want to protect myself. I don't want to show this. I want to show that, which is kind of what Monique was doing. That's when it gets manufactured and not real.
That's
but these women tell you. I mean, they cry. They tell you when they go bankrupt. I mean, they tell you everything, and that's why I like them so much. So when you start getting these glam, and then half the time those rigs she be saying is coming from the glam squad because they have the best rigs.
Even she even said that she don't know nothing about social media, and so you know, one of them little boys.
Yes, that's what it is.
Them readers, you know, are telling her what to say.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't even sound. Sometimes you read it, you be like, they don't even sound like Karen. Yeah. Like it's not necessary. And I'm telling you, she's gonna turn people off because, in my opinion, just like I thought Monique, if she had come back, she would have done the same thing. People get tired of it because they feel manipulated. You're not even able to enjoy the show because of the background noise. And most of us are here for the background noise. And we don't even realize that it's spoiled until the end.
Until the end of it. Yeah. She did that at the party where she didn't come dressed and she told Robin, you dress like a hooker. That was the point of the party. We were supposed to dress like dominatrix, and I was just like, why would you even say that to Robin? Like, she was mean to Robin too a lot last season, just for no reason. But I am gonna watch Potomac. I can't wait for it to come out. What else do we have on here? Now y'all want to talk about the good stuff now?
What's the good stuff?
Either Wendy or Huntsville.
Let's do Wendy.
All right.
Wow.
Woo! Wendy was okay. So Lifetime.
What you think, Callie?
What in the world is? What do you think Serena Hudson was doing last night?
Who is Serena Hudson?
It was on. I bet she. You said who is she?
Yeah,
the baby mama.
What's the baby mama?
Yes, Serena Hudson is the baby mama. Mm-hmm.
Well, they said they tried to reach out to her, the ex-husband too, and he wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
But what did you think about the movie? Wendy was on Lifetime last night. It was her biopic about her life. She had a lot to do with it. You could tell that she really wanted to make sure that her story was told the right way. And I felt like she was very honest. She was very open, and she was very real about some stuff that some people wouldn't want to be out there. What do you think about the lady?
It was so short.
You thought it was short?
It moved rather quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 15 minutes left, and I'm like, well, she hasn't even seen it yet. What's going on? It was short, but it was very good. It was really interesting.
I kept watching. It didn't make me. If I had to go to the bathroom, I was gonna freeze it.
Me too. I was like, I gotta wait. So, what do you think about the lady that played Wendy?
I think she at first I thought it was weird.
Oh, she was good.
I think she was really good. Yeah.
She was so good. I was just like, she was so good.
And she's a itty bitty woman in real life. I don't know if you all watch. She's been on a couple of things, but I know she's on the Oval.
So she's little?
Oh, she's teeny tiny.
Oh, so they did good then.
Yeah, and I was actually surprised that the boobs, I didn't realize that she got a boob job. Like, I don't think that Wendy Williams, sometimes I wonder, do they see themselves? Like, she would look so much more petite. Because I heard in person, girlfriend of mine's daughter was a airline stewardess. One of the celebrities that she said that was shocked when she met her was Wendy Williams and how tiny she is.
Yeah.
Not tiny. We know she's tall.
She's tall.
Tiny.
But she's not fat. No, she's not big. No,
but she just looks
I feel like she's top heavy.
The top is so heavy. I guess as a girl, I ain't small, I ain't big. I just don't understand that. That would be the first thing I did if you lost a lot of weight, was to try to get rid of my boobs. Yeah. Because the smaller your top is, the more feminine you look. The bigger your her shoulder.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what makes her, and plus she's so tall, that's what brings the whole thing that she's a man, which she was actually a pretty girl before she did all that crap to her face.
To her face, yeah. She was. Wendy was. When I saw really pretty. Like the video footage, I guess that was from her real life, and you could see her behind the booth and the DJ, and she was really pretty. Like, I was like, wow, I didn't even know Wendy looked like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I was surprised at how young. I was surprised how young she was when she started using cocaine.
Yeah,
I didn't think. Yeah, that was young.
That she started to curb her appetite
because her parents.
And to stay up at night. She said.
Why parents do that to their kids? Like,
and you know that's old because her mother just died.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, why would your family be like, you need to do this and why are you eating this? And I mean, if you want to make them healthier, you kind of sneak it in some healthier food. I know she snuck some stuff, but to just make her feel like that, that's why she has issues too about the way she looked. That's why she got her boobs done.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that. She said that before the conversations that her mom and dad had with her affected her. So she talked about that a lot. I thought
they
it was
affected
kind of sad,
her.
Yeah,
I didn't know about the miscarriages and stuff. Did you all know that?
Yeah, I didn't know about that either. Yeah, but I know somebody that was who had a similar pregnancy with hers, where the cervix was weak. They actually had to sew hers up.
Wow.
And she was on bed rest the whole time. And it was so funny. Well, it was kind of funny that they just, when they undid her, they expected that baby to just fall out. He was so big.
Yeah.
It didn't happen like that.
It didn't just fall out.
It didn't just fall out. I had never met a woman who loved her baby. His name was Jeffrey. I can't tell you her name, but
you know the baby.
About that boy, like he was the king of the world.
And I didn't know she dated the Eric B guy.
No, I didn't.
I could not believe it. I mean, Wendy, let me ask real quick too, because maybe I fell asleep. Did she talk about Method Man on the movie or the documentary? I didn't catch it on either.
No,
okay. Because people have been saying that she's going to talk about Method Man. I'm like, I didn't see that anywhere.
And he hates her, I heard. He hates her.
Yeah.
Well, Method Man has been with the woman that he's with forever. So if he slept with Wendy, he had to do it when he was with this woman that he's with. So he's going to deny it no matter what. Because he don't want to say he cheated on his woman.
I
love Method Man.
Yeah,
he is so good looking.
Very well.
He doesn't get enough attention for how fine he is.
But I mean, so what did you think about the after Wendy the?
She's emotionally in a lot of pain.
I was just like, I cannot believe. I mean, she was crying.
her husband she found out her husband had an affair while she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
She knew it, and allegedly it's been this same girl. You know, Charlemagne the God introduced them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He mentioned that on his show once. When the rumors were like really, really popping, he said when he introduced her to Kevin, it was because they were from the same city. It was general conversation. You know, you say, oh yeah, this so-and-so. You know, she from, I think, South Carolina.
Yeah,
such too. And
Charlemagne introduced him to Serena.
Yes. Too. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
That is crazy.
He's been having an affair with this girl for over 10 years. This is not some girl that he just met, you know, a few years ago. And
there's no way, because he bought her a house.
Yeah.
You just want to do that for some a Porsche?
Yeah.
10 miles away. Kevin was bold.
Your wife. And you have a house for this lady, and you get her pregnant. Now you know.
And she was only 32.
No.
Yeah. She was only 32.
So I do think on the documentary, when Wendy was saying that he has never hit her, I don't believe that.
I don't either. Oh my God. It was
I might fell asleep because I watched
herself through it.
Yeah.
Did y'all peep that? Like, it was like, she was like, no, he wouldn't beat me, but he hit her.
Yeah.
It was like something like, it was like she was.
And she kept saying, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, she was trying to give us the eye that says, I'm just going to say this so I don't go home and get attacked, but y'all get what really happened.
I just didn't understand. I mean, she was laying there and she was like, had this machine and she had like her legs wrapped. And she was just like in the most vulnerable state I've ever seen anybody in my life. And I was like, Wendy is just ready to talk. Like,
I was wondering when that was filmed, because I wonder, was it filmed like last fall or something?
Yeah.
Kind of hot, because she was
still friends with her brother and her parents were still alive.
Right.
So
yeah.
So
that's the first thing I thought about when her mom popped up. Oh, this is old.
So let's talk about the baby. What's her name? Journey, 3-year-old now. What do you do? What do we think about Serena? I mean, does the brother now go and spend holidays with his dad, his girlfriend, and their baby?
They have to know each other. I mean,
well, I don't think Wendy hasn't been very mean about that. She was like, that baby don't have nothing to do. You know, the baby didn't ask to come here. She's not that kind of ignorant. So I don't think she would have a problem with it. And
you don't think she has a problem with her son and, you know, come on, let's go. We're going to Dad's for Thanksgiving, and you know, Serena's it. Yeah.
No.
I mean, that's their siblings. You cannot say they can't be around each other. I mean, it's not their fault.
Right.
So you just have to deal with it, unless the son says, "I don't want to go," because I think he's of age. He can say, "I don't want to go." But
so why do you guys think her family has disowned her, Serena Hudson's family?
What?
I thought that was interesting.
Because she probably brought scandal to their front door. I imagine if you're having an affair with somebody, all kind of and over the years, if it's been 10 years, they've known about it.
Mm-hmm.
I can see, girl, I can imagine, you know, over 10 years, people's like, you need to leave that man alone. Everybody in the world know who he married to.
Yeah.
You know, and that they just, because, you know, he's doing so much for you. As Wendy said, it's a good come up for a 32-year-old. Do you remember when she said that?
Yeah.
I was cracking up. She got a...
And I thought it was interesting how possessive Kevin was. And we've heard about that over the years. But so she said Kevin ended up getting her security guard fired. And then I noticed when the show started back, the security guard is the one that walked her into the show. So it sounds like Kevin had him fired, and then when Kevin was gone, she hired that same security guard back. And it's the same security guard that when they first separated, and there was rumors out that she's with another man, It was him. So it wasn't a boyfriend. It was that same security guard. And why am I paying so much attention to the security guard would be my question. But I noticed that.
I didn't notice that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, I don't really watch her show. I watch the highlights.
You don't?
Yeah.
I do.
Sometimes she has a guest on that interests me. I might zip through the whole episode just to hear that one interview.
Yeah, I don't watch her show either. But it was funny because the movie made it seem like Kevin was the reason that she went to the halfway house. Like he had her committed. Did it seem like that to y'all?
It definitely felt like that.
Yeah.
He was her, what do you call it?
Conservator of her. Yeah.
I mean,
she had to sneak out the car. Dude. But when she was crying,
sad, I mean,
I was in shock. I mean, she was sobbing to the point. Her entire face was turning red, and she was just a mess. And I couldn't believe she was that vulnerable. I mean, that man, she really loved him, and he broke her down. He broke her entire spirit.
When she looked up and said, "Look what he's missing." Remember when she looked up? I felt that.
You messed up, Kevin. You messed up.
I felt it.
Yeah. I wonder how much money did he end up walking away with?
Probably a lot.
Serena is probably living it up. Okay.
But Wendy, one of the things that she kind of exposed that bothered me is that you were okay with your husband having this apartment. You were okay with, because it wasn't I just, similar to Marie, I just don't understand that mentality.
Oh yeah. When it was in Florida and she thought they were in Florida in an apartment, it was fine. But once she found out that it was a big old house down the street, then she like, get in the car. We finna go spray paint the house. Like, it's just.
Somebody posted the actual spray paint, by the way.
No.
Yeah, somebody, and it really.
Did they really?
Yeah, it was in one of them groups. Exactly what you saw. I meant to send that. I should have put that in the group.
Yeah.
It literally what you saw. Wendy and Care Forever is what she literally did on that driveway.
Oh my God, I would love to see that.
Oh, we gotta find that.
I have to see if I can find it, but I sure saw it.
Well, I'm surprised that the neighbors over there weren't really, really close, but there were other cars coming in and out. I would think some of their security guards would have caught the videos of her painting.
Well, they had called the police. The neighbors called the police. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure.
I want their videos.
Yeah, we need I want to see Wendy doing this. I was just. Yeah. I didn't watch I watched the first part of where she was crying, and I just really couldn't watch anymore because I just don't like to see people cry. And she was just so hurt, and it was just like I hope she's better now. I know her with her mom passing.
She's not.
One of the things that she said in that thing that tickled me, she was like, I can't remember what rag group there was. She said they was on point. She said they knew where he was, what he was doing. She said it was. But she was like, they were on point. They knew every and they were right. That's how sloppy he had got.
Okay.
It was the Daily Mail, TMZ. She was like, they was on their job.
That's who it was. It was the Daily Mail. Yeah.
It was so funny. Another part that just tickled me. My daughter was like, Mom, please shut up. Is when Wendy went outside, when the total girls was outside. Oh my God. And Wendy was explaining it. Wendy said, because they was about to kick my ass. I can only imagine that. And then when the little total girl came on there and explained it, that was just so funny to me.
Like, what a trooper that they would get on and explain the situation.
Yes. Oh, that was so funny. Wendy was like, they were going to kick my ass. And then here comes...
She did.
Well, what was Kevin doing, though? How did Kevin just end up there? Do y'all think he had her being followed all the time or had people really guarding anything that's coming in her direction?
Well, it could have been somebody else at the station or whatever that knew. Whoever it was, remember they said he was well respected in the hood.
Yeah.
In the hood.
So
He was respected. People were afraid of him.
And Wendy loved that.
It helped her career because he was like, no, you're not going to be on The View. You're not going to be on this. You're going to have your own show. And she got her own show.
Well, you noticed that she said that she let him think he negotiated it, but he already did. Yeah. He already did.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah. She was like, look, I'm just telling this for the first time. See, that's not that it always works, but that's the sort of thing that you have to do for your guy. When you're with your guy, you have to, you can't think that I'm this everything Negro. I don't need you for nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
You know, if that's the point, you don't need it.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't. Every guy wants to feel needed.
I just don't understand why he did what he did. I mean, if you don't want to be with somebody, I feel like you should just break up. I don't feel like you should have a debate.
When you're married to a millionaire woman who knows that you with a woman.
Yeah.
Even Wendy admits that she went back to the apartment that he had, and he had panties in the bed.
The sheets were dirty.
Yeah, the sheets were dirty. Yeah. So she knew. As long as she didn't see it, she said none of his crew would even look her in the face.
Mm-hmm.
As long as she didn't see it, she was okay. That just shows you just how sloppy he got. Because your wife was okay as long as you keep it quiet. He just got sloppy.
That's sad.
And I think the reason she was okay, I think that, of course she loved him, but I think the reason she was okay for so long is he made her feel protected.
I was just going to say that. Definitely protected. Because, and the reason that we know that that's true is because I think you all shared that video where recently when she was talking about her mom's funeral and her brother got into it, and Kevin came in there and swooped her out. Even the way that she talks about him today, she said, no, Wendy and Kevin are getting back together. It'd be crystal clear. But he was the man that day. He protected.
Yeah, she said he looked
knew
good,
what I
smelled
needed.
good.
Yeah.
He had on his Dracar Nar cologne. It wasn't right.
He had on his Dior. I said, you bought the Dior. That ain't nothing good.
From head to toe Dior.
Right. Like, really? But I enjoyed it. I really was not expecting it to be that good. But Wendy did a great job.
Yeah, and I thought it was really, really good. I watch her every day, though, so I like her a lot. I only watch the first 22 minutes, though. I never watch the whole show. I just see the hot topics, and then I'm done.
It was funny because she was like, I became a hot topic. Like, the irony of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she became
And then
one.
Eve, hold on now. Let me see. Puffy tried to get her fired. Eve, the rapper, tried to get her fired.
Total tried to beat her up.
Yeah, Total tried to beat her.
She's not the one
that turned all that around.
Who was that? That not NWA. Somebody went to the radio station to beat up a girl. Dr. Dre.
Yes.
Oh, no. He didn't
mention. Now, was it Dr. Dre or was it Jay-Z?
Somebody. I thought it was like a rap. I know it was a guy rap group. I thought it was Williams
that you're talking about.
That because it was a big lawsuit.
What?
Right.
Now I could be wrong that it wasn't her because for some reason I remember D. The word D is in my head. That was a different radio. I don't know, but I thought it was Wendy.
Oh my goodness, I didn't hear about that.
You thought it? What are you? You thought it was Wendy that what?
That got beat up or jumped on by a guy.
Oh no. Okay, no, I didn't hear that.
But I couldn't. That's what I said. For some reason, I'm hearing D. D is in my mind. Some radio personality named D.
It was a woman. They fought a woman.
Now D Barnes.
That's who it was.
Okay, she got beat up, but she got beat up by by Dr. Dre. It was Dr. Dre.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, what happened with this? Yeah. When was this?
This was like in the 90s. Apparently, I said something that she didn't like, and she was like a DJ on the radio or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they ran up there, and I think did they hit her or just tried?
She jumped on that girl, and nobody tried to stop it. They were all standing around like scared.
Yeah.
You know, it was
90s.
Yes. Yeah, it was pretty scary.
Well,
and it sounds like Kevin. You know, so many people were scared of Kevin in that same way.
Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna get to Huntsville. Let me see what my
did you have you put up that shirt yet of him in that little white bow shirt? He's just so cute.
What shirt? What is it?
He talking about his confessional shirt.
Yes, I sent you a picture of it.
Did y'all send it to me?
I did send it to you.
Okay, let me look. Y'all let her leave Martell.
Go ahead, Callie.
Callie, I don't see it.
He is so cute. He's just a
you sent it to me on another. Okay.
And
what I do?
You sent it to me in your shirt
though. I'm like, it took me back to when I was in elementary and we were talking about how Thanksgiving became Thanksgiving, and here comes all the pilgrims with the little
I
just kind of stare.
He don't even have a stylist.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's just too cute to me. That little shirt is everything. Okay.
Honey, he got an ascot on. I love his ascot.
That's not the first one. He won one in the first season.
This he looks very.
You know, Fred had an ascot on, honey, and so Martell said we're gonna be like Fred from Scooby Doo, and what he's
right. But he looks so very innocent right there, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looks like
I love Martell.
I do too.
Yeah. I love them both.
Martell?
I actually love them both.
Same here.
I'm partial to him though. I wish Melanie could see.
I'm more partial to her. I do like him. He's just so fun and good. I mean, it's just not. I mean, God just did good. God proves every day we look at
well, Melody said when she first met him, he had crooked teeth
and a receding hairline.
Hairline, so he done glowed up.
Melody had to get him in trouble, into shape, and now the other chick is enjoying it.
Right. That said, I knew a sister friend that told me once, I will never forget this. She was like, don't be a man's, don't be his ex-wife. You're going to train him to do and teach him all of these things and let him give it to somebody else. Be the best of somebody else.
Beyonce said, you're not going to profit off what I taught. She ain't going to ring the alarm. I refuse to let somebody. And that's what Melody did. She helped him grow up. Then he just thought he was.
And I think they helped one another because even she admits both of them were elementary school or grade school teachers.
Yeah.
And they both had a hustle mentality and hustled together as a team. And she encouraged him and he encouraged her. He saw her gifts arguably before she did. The problem with Melanie, in my opinion, and this is why I'm partial to him, you have some women that are unable to balance their careers. And Melanie is on an uptick in her career. She not only has the opportunities, that she's doing with her brands and things that she's doing with those, mimosas with males, she's doing shows on the Oprah network. Not just this reality show, she's hosting another one, Behind Your Man.
Yeah.
So, and over the summer, they had the girlfriend check-in. Melanie is on an uptick in life. And Martell's ego wouldn't allow him to stick around for the balance because in his head, he got needs.
But I mean, Melanie's only, 35, 34?
She's in her early 30s, it looks like.
Yeah, and so it's like
beautiful woman.
Yeah, I mean, she's got 4 kids. I'm like, wow. So I mean, I feel like I can understand why she was so upset. Okay, so I guess let's talk about the episode. What do you think about the episode?
I thought it jumps out the gate good.
It was
Huntsville is a good Carlos
It's
King
a great show.
It's great.
What made Martell go and apologize to the Marshalls?
He needs some friends.
So Marshall. Well, I think that one, it's a little mischievous. He's trying to line up people on his. I think it's a little bit of that. Line up people. But I also say this: Mel is the reason that those relationships are falling apart.
You think
on the
so?
Okay, he said that.
Yeah.
He said that last night.
It was his cheating that did it.
What did she do?
Let's go back. When they were working together as a group, when they would have these meetings, Mel was very anti this group. Even he wanted to work towards some things, and Mel was be like, no, let's just dissolve it. Like he wanted, it was certain things that he was willing to do and compromise with, the Mel just wasn't. And the reason that I say that even this cheating mess, that was something that Mel decided to bring to the cameras. And Martell all but begged her not to. I mean, he's usually saying, cover your husband. Like, he literally said that. Why are we talking about this on the show? Why would you mention that?
Especially if they said it was 2 years already that it's been going on, so it's not like it was a new cheating thing.
And she does.
They may have mentioned it because they knew it was going to come out anyway. They're on a national television show. It was going to come out whether they brought it up or not, I think.
But you don't bring it up in a contentious way like it just happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was 2 years.
Well, Monique and them say otherwise. Bring it up and then design.
I have heard that. I heard that it was a couple of months before. But my whole thing is, did you ask? Okay, so let's talk about what the rumors are. The rumors are that they were separated when they got the show.
Oh.
That they had separated and that they got back together. That they got back together for this show. Let's talk about that. And they was trying to make it work. That they were trying to make it work. But we know him and the girl kept going backwards and forward because before she got pregnant in 2019, before quarantine, before the coronavirus happened, that girl was on every blogger that would give her a chance to talk and tell her story. Yes.
Yeah, so it was going to come out.
Mel was?
No, the girl was. But you can't have an entire show talking about a girl and that girl not respond. Because I can imagine her wanting to. She was a topic of the whole first season, from like the 3rd episode on down.
He called her a peasant. Would you go back to somebody who called you a peasant?
He also apologized to her on air.
He did? When?
He said that he shouldn't have called her that. He apologized.
But he didn't apologize to her. He had said that to the therapist.
He apologized to her on air?
No.
Yes.
He apologized to the therapist. So that's who he said that to. He didn't say
but let's be clear. He had to do that on air because that's where he embarrassed her.
No, the reason he did it was because the therapist said, so you're going to say that you downed yourself to be with a peasant?
Oh, no. He apologized later.
Okay.
Much later.
I missed that.
Much later. Yeah, I'm not talking about that day because that particular day he was pleased with himself. Because at that time, the peasant and Melanie was kind of working as a team.
Oh.
It was some Wendy Williams stuff. It was some, every time he would call, I don't know if you remember, she was on blogs saying, every time your husband call me, I'm going to call you. So when he would call, she would screenshot and put it on like social media.
No.
Yeah, she was a mess. And she talked about him. This must have been the time that they had separated toward the end of male pregnancy, because while that was going on, because we know now, based off of when she had the baby, what was happening, not Ariel. Oh, can I say her name?
I don't know her name.
I know her name. I said her name wrong. Let's just say A.
Hey,
so the letter, we know that when Melanie at the end of her pregnancy, because she had that baby in December, she was doing all of these interviews, but shortly after they got back together, because when during quarantine, once again, Melanie unfortunately is the type of girl, she acts like a teenager. This is the part that's so frustrating to me. Somebody that's so smart and articulate in certain things acts like a young girl. When Martell was out during quarantine, be gone for hours, I knew about it. I knew about it because it was on social media.
No.
And that she made him quarantine somewhere for 14 days. Who you think he called? Now let's put in, this baby allegedly was born in December. Let's add that up.
But you know what?
April,
I feel like
May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
But I
sometimes we do things. She's like she's constantly punishing him. Constant.
I think I might too. I mean, I feel like just because you tell your man to quarantine don't mean he gotta call his side chick. Like he gotta have some he's gotta have some responsibility and some kind of, you know, I mean, like you can't just be a wild animal. You've got to have some kind of, you know, you gotta be able to control yourself.
But if you gonna put me out of my house for 14 days and I'm going to a hotel and you telling me I can't come back to the house and I'm sitting in the hotel and I'm watching whatever, you know, that the thought wouldn't be, well, let me call A.
And then A's a fool for being the woman who he called when he quarantined. Like he needs to have some self-control and be able to be
I'm not arguing.
And she needs to be a woman and be like, I'm not coming because you only want me when your wife puts you out the house.
And but my whole thing is you don't throw your husband into the arms of another woman. And I know that you can't literally do that, but I think that Monique, Lord, I think that
Melanie.
He threw Monique into the trainer's arms. A little different.
Yeah, he's so silly. Chris did. I think Mel is on, like, even how did y'all watch the episode when y'all remember toward the end when she came in with the bags? He was like, "You need help with the bags?" She was like, "No." She came in ready to fight.
I see it differently. I feel like she came in ready for him to leave. Like she felt like when I walk through the door, I want you to walk out the door. But then he wasn't packed.
But
like
that ain't realistic.
Why not? If we got this agreement, it ain't like we made it that day. So you have an agreement, a custody agreement, that I'm coming on this day at this time. Your stuff should be ready to be out the door when I mean,
but who's to say that it wasn't?
I agree.
I agree, but
she asked him, she said, "Where's your stuff?" She said, "Are you ready to be out today?" He was like, "No." Like he wasn't ready. She said, "So you got to stay the night?" He was like, "Maybe." That ain't what they agreed upon. He was supposed to be gone. When he comes, she gonna leave.
Stick to what we agreed on, because when you change that, you don't know what plans of hers are being stopped.
I don't know.
What did y'all think about the agreements that him reneging on, or the 2 weeks
custody thing? I think he's doing out of spite. Because he wants them 100% of the time. He do not want them babies 100% of the time.
I don't think she do either.
Oh no, she don't either. But he don't.
Yeah, I don't think both of them are very busy.
Yeah, they need a
But Mel does a lot of traveling.
Yes,
I don't think he does as much traveling as she does.
Mel is more of the speaker of the business than he was. Like he liked that. He didn't like to speak, so she was mostly the voice and the person when they did something. She's a great speaker, but I wish they would have made it. I feel like they both had their faults within a relationship.
And he loves her.
Yeah, it's not just the one thing. Yeah. I mean, he's not the only one at fault. She is too.
Yeah. I don't know. He's very vocal about that. He feels like she is his soulmate. He said that recently. He said, "I still feel like she's my soulmate. I just don't think that he is really." Okay, let me also say this. Some things that people don't like addressing, like husband and wife, he's very vocal, very vocal about how unsatisfied he is in the bedroom. And the fact that he mentioned to somebody, I don't know if y'all caught that, when she said she's gotten better in the bedroom. Did y'all?
No.
Yes, I caught that.
He actually said that. So the crux of their problems is of the sexual nature.
Yeah, it's because she's so busy that she's neglecting him at times. And he's been vocal about that. He even told her that when she did the play, like, you're picking up something else.
And that y'all have to remember that was in February or January, February. We done just had a new baby. You trying to launch this business. You trying to do this. Why would you take on another project? If a man is coming to you saying to you, I feel neglected. I don't know what to tell you. I think about Jackie's husband from Married to Medicine. That man was honest with her. Mm-hmm. Your man comes to you and say, and I don't know if you all remember, he came to her a year later after they got back together. He said, I'm really concerned that you're getting busy again.
Yeah, he did.
Like, if your man comes to you and tells you this, what do you expect to happen? I'm not saying that it's your fault, but do you expect him to just start watching?
Yeah, watch whatever.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you as a woman.
Yeah.
As a married woman.
I'm a little naive, I guess. To me, though, the easy thing to do is if I'm telling you that, then, and I know I'm not doing anything to please you whatsoever, then get a divorce before you go and get somebody else pregnant.
But I don't think it's a whatsoever. I don't think that that's the issue. I don't think it's a whatsoever. I don't think it wasn't that she wasn't pleasing him whatsoever. I just don't know the details. But if
I think she just wasn't doing it enough. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think he's saying she's bad at it. I think it's that she just stopped doing it and he went somewhere else to get it.
Or the fact that we can't forget, y'all, this is a man that must have been rejected so much that your wife would actually say, go get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not blaming this on Melanie, because your actions can't be to blame for his, and vice versa. So a person's neglect can't make you have an affair.
Right.
That's your decision that you made based off of what you think you needed. It could have been selfish reasons or whatever. He's wrong.
On so many levels, he's wrong.
On so many levels. All I'm saying is you have to look at it from a human side. Mm-hmm. Because if your man, I just don't know how to say it any clearer, is coming to you telling you these things, I'm not saying that you have to be with another chick to please him, have a threesome. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's certain things that you can divorce a man for. To me, that would be one of them.
That'd be number one.
That would be number one.
I'd be like, we can bring another man in. You want to do that? Let's bring another man in. See what he says.
Especially if that's something that you're not uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
That you're not comfortable with. But I don't know what he's asking for, so I don't even know how to imagine it. The things that I'm imagining isn't good either.
It's like extreme. I really think, and what do you think about his mom even saying it's your fault? Because his mama was like,
his mom is right. She was like, you done messed up my family.
Yeah.
She's a good mom. She's honest.
She's very honest with him. And she said, you turned into your daddy.
Yeah.
I don't think he liked that part, but I
don't think he did.
True.
And the fact that they both came from broken homes, I really felt like they wanted to stay together because they wanted their kids to grow up with two parents. But and at first you could say, the show broke them up, but no, they were broken before the show.
Yeah, but I heard that even before the show that they were broken, that they were already separated. They got back together.
Well, I hate she had to hear about the baby from his mom instead of him. That's the way they made it seem in the preview.
Your mama said you're having a boy.
Melanie had to know about this baby because I knew about this baby.
No, but the sex of it. Your mama told me you're having a boy.
Yeah. With another woman.
So what do y'all think about the Marceau? You think him and Martell are going to become friends again? Or what do y'all think?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Marceau wants to be Martell's friend so bad.
Because he wants him to shut up.
He does. He wants to be his friend. So
y'all
bad.
noticed that Marceau didn't say, look, I lied. I was pissed. No, y'all noticed that, right?
He didn't.
He said, look, I'm sorry. Finally apologize. If y'all watch it. Because I don't
he said, what do you mean, the 20 women? Yeah, she was like, yeah.
Y'all know the girl who I want to say was Tisha's hairdresser.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yes, allegedly. You're right, Callie. Thank you. I mean, Martinique, thank you.
Yeah.
Allegedly. They didn't had a whole live together and everything with all three of them. And people was like, it's a doggone shame. Because, you know, she had his back. The side chick had his back. But they said that really happened.
See. Well, I'm going to be
What do you think about their relationship? Okay, so we talked about Melody and Martell. What do you think about... Is it Letitia? What's her name?
Letitia and Marceau.
And Marceau.
What'd you call him earlier, Joy? Marceau, the one that looks so old.
He looks like he has an old man face. Like,
and you know, he's younger than Maurice.
He's younger than Maurice, and he looks older than Maurice.
Maurice looks good.
He is young. He is younger.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He looks old. He looks like a senior citizen. Like Maurice, he looks old.
Is like close to my age because he had posted a picture once, and I asked him what year was he at A&M. We weren't at the same time because I was supposed to graduate in '96. I actually left A&M and finished up at Harris Stowe. But Maurice was at Alabama A&M in like 90. I think it was 98.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's out, and you know, Kim, you know, she's 50 allegedly.
Kim is older, yeah.
Yeah, she looks
good.
Yeah. She's older. She's 50.
She's older than him, yeah.
Yeah, she's older than him. But yeah, he's old.
Looks old. Like he looks old. Like he looks old because I saw a picture of them when they were little. He looked old when he was little. I mean, like he
used to be heavier.
Yeah.
I think both of them used to be heavier.
Both used to be bigger.
Yeah. So are they from the same mother, different father?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
They're brothers, but they look nothing alike.
I mean, like Marceau got an old man, but he like his daddy.
Well, I saw his mama. I don't know. I have no idea if they're, but I know that they're from Detroit. They're from Michigan somewhere. I don't know if it's Detroit. They're from Michigan somewhere.
And then, so what do you think about their relationship, though? Do you think he respects her at all?
I think he's trying hard to make a difference. It looks like the conversation he had with her yesterday was a better conversation than I heard from him.
But it's only because he got daughters. He was like, oh, now that I have daughters, I guess I should not be sexist and look at it this way. And I'm thinking,
I was trying to, I like
right where he wants her. I think he was so glad when COVID hit, not from, catching it or anything like that. She was glad when COVID hit because that means she would be at home more.
Yeah.
To take care of the laundry and all that.
Marceau, because now she home. Do they still live in the small house? Does it look like
I didn't notice.
Yes, that is. They live in that. Yeah, they do. They live in allegedly they're building a house. But, I don't think, which is nothing wrong with it.
Oh, no. My house ain't huge, but I know.
They weren't really rich. They were trying to focus in on their businesses.
Yeah.
Before they bought the big house. The Holtz had been more established. Mm-hmm. They were really helping them.
And it was weird because the hosts were so young and they've just really done a great job.
And Kim looks like she has a Kimmy, and I don't know if it's because of her and Maurice bought that together or what, but Kimmy, she was a registered nurse and they live in Huntsville. The cost of living is so much better there. You know that because you ain't that but 90 miles away.
Yeah. And a registered nurse can make some good money to live in Huntsville. That's a good salary. So, But what do you think about Maurice and Kimmy? What do you think about their relationship? Well, did we finish talking about Marceau then? Let me say, I think he's mean to her sometimes. Or maybe she's just so, because I feel like she sometimes kind of act like, I don't want to say the word. Okay, what's the word?
Dingy.
Yeah, but I didn't even want to say that. But she acts so dingy. Like, it's just, why does she act like that?
I don't know. She don't even hear herself. Like when she was talking I was watching an old episode that came on before it, and she had like some kind of couples thing where people were talking. It was really the open for the beginning of the other season that started in the fall.
Okay.
And they were talking about relationships. I was at this episode, and she was laughing, saying, I'm so glad me and Marcel had a baby early because we wouldn't have made it.
No, I didn't hear that.
I think she was pregnant when they got married. I've seen
Probably
pictures
so.
of them getting married. So I think she was pregnant then. But yeah, I just don't think she hears herself.
No, I was like, she's a dingbat. But I just
I don't know if she a dingbat, but she just doesn't. I know she don't hear herself because of the arguments that she used to have about Mel when everybody else is telling her to shut up. But I noticed that her and Kim get into it. I think this season. And I'm glad Kimmy is doing that. Not that I want her to choose Mel or anything. When you have somebody that comes to you and tell you, look, we family, you on my team, that's an automatic rejection for me. Because at this point,
same here.
Right for me.
Because she's wrong often. And when you wrong, you want me to be team you. Right. I can't be. Right. Not when you really wrong.
Like, I don't even know if some of this stuff is true. She was like, what do you mean you don't know? You know, I'm glad that Kimmy is putting her in her place. And I think she puts her mom in her place.
She needs to put that Wanda lady in her place.
Because Wanda has lost her mind. And I don't even know why Tisha would allow her mom on TV like that. Because she's
I don't think Tisha puts her...
Stop coming. Wasn't that in the preview? You need to stop letting your mom
I don't think Tisha puts her mama in her place. I don't at all. I think she needs to.
Not Tisha. I said Kimmy. I think Kimmy's going to put...
Okay, Kimmy. Yeah, that's true. Kimmy does check her.
All right. He told her to reel that back.
And
She
did.
I think that. Do you think that Marceau is still cheating? I mean, allegedly.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably.
I do.
You think so?
I think that he's scared that he's gonna be found out now they're on TV.
Yeah. And he should have thought about that before they got on TV.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe it.
I don't know. What do you think about Kimmy and Maurice's relationship?
Y'all noticed that Kimmy and Maurice particularly, this is what real friends do. And this I think this show would have went in a totally different direction had Marceau and Letitia did that. When they talked about their breaking up, Maurice said the Holtz is going through a tough time right now. I just want to respect their privacy.
Yeah.
I think this show would have went in a totally different direction. Because my whole thing is their whole drama could have aired out and it wouldn't have been so contentious between Letitia and Marceau versus the Holtz had they minded their business. I did not understand why, if that is your friend, why you would do the things that you do. It
they
made
were like
her
the closest of the group. Like they were close.
They were.
Yeah.
You know, those pictures that were out from A.
Yeah.
You know, Melanie admitted that those were the exact pictures that she had sent Letitia. So Letitia, she feels like, she was like, that girl got 1,000 pictures on Instagram of herself. She does. And you're going to pick the 3 that I sent you. That's what leaks to the media.
Yeah. You know
and Tisha, to me, was so envious of Mel that she almost is following her, and I'm gonna say it, blueprint.
She is.
She is. But Mel would have helped her along the way. She
needs somebody's blueprint. Mel helped her a lot too. Mel helped her. To me, she definitely needed that help. She needed that blueprint.
Yeah. I mean, I really felt like this show when I first watched. I was like, oh my God, these people, they're the comeback group. They're trying to work together. We're gonna see them build stuff. And then it just took this crazy turn.
Yeah. And it didn't have to. And Marceau tried to help her, was like, just stop. It seemed like when they were in their bedroom one time, Marceau all but said, girl, if you don't shut up. Like she just kept talking and talking and talking and talking. The Maurice and them, you know, they kind of made fun of a wedding gift that they gave them, but that's silly. You know, that's something minor and silly. But the reality is, you know, on TV, I wouldn't talk about my friend's marriage, even if I, you know, believe that stuff 100. I just wouldn't do that.
I would not do it. But then when Marcel kind of did it too, because like you got 2 phones, that's not good. You got this, that's not good.
Right?
You know,
yeah,
so
he did. He
did it too. But then he apologized.
Yeah.
And then he kind of stopped. But Tisha, she just kept on.
But and he mentioned that second phone. It wasn't like he brought it up. He just said,
no. He wasn't like, he was like, dude, you got 2 phones.
He said, you got 2 phones.
Like, you and Monique tell on yourselves all the time.
That part.
But I feel like it's gonna be a great season. Like I was all
Huntsville. I'm excited. Like Huntsville is, as far as reality shows go, on the air, in my opinion, is the best. It's top notch.
I agree.
Like, I don't miss Huntsville. I could miss a whole lot of stuff and watch it later, days later. If I'm at home, and I'm mostly at home on Saturday nights.
Me too.
I'm watching Huntsville.
It was so good. What do you think about Destiny and what's her husband? LeBarrett?
No, the chicken guy.
Yeah, the chicken guy. Was she pregnant on the show last season? I don't remember that.
She was pregnant.
Oh, because Mel she was like, I'm 9 weeks, you know, so she was pregnant.
My daughter went to her store. Is she
trying to talk to you?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Oh. My daughter went to the store. She said that they stuff was kind of high. Her stuff. Yeah. She was like, she didn't have a whole lot on the shelves, and what she did have was kind of high.
So. And what she have, a hair store?
Yeah, it's like a beauty supply store. Okay. I don't know if they ever finished the back, because she wanted hairdressers in the back. I don't know if they finished that part, but the beauty supply part is open.
So what do you think about their relationship? Because it seemed like they were already having issues.
They was having trouble anyway. Yeah, I think that marriage is a lot harder than a lot of us think it is. When we get into it, we be so excited. You know, one of my favorite TikToks is this girl. I'm tickled every time I see it. It's a girl that remember from the movie, I don't know if that was Shrek, and she was like Eddie Murphy. I think it was it Eddie Murphy? What? Yes, it was. He's like, oh, we gonna be like best friends. And in the morning, I'm gonna make waffles. And you really are like, I'm all alone. Nobody's there with me. Yeah. That's one of my favorite girl. I am tickled every time I see that, because sometimes that's what marriage is. Sometimes it's not as easy. You know, you're lucky if your marriage is flawless. You're lucky.
Oh, nobody's marriage is perfect. No.
Well, it's not perfection, but easy. Yeah. Some marriages do come easier than others. You know, but it's a difficult journey. It's and I think we jump the gun when we have babies so quickly. Yeah. And we don't get we don't get the time to have a strong foundation without children.
But it's okay. So I just watched the last I guess season 2, but I don't know if it's season 2 too. But what was it about this tape and her mama? What was going on with that? With Melody's mama, Marceau supposedly had a tape.
Oh, so his mother she was tripping. She did this live and she was talking about everybody. Girl was so ghetto.
Who's
mama? Who's mama?
Letitia.
Wanda. Crazy Wanda. Okay.
And it was on live. Well, it was so crazy it almost went viral. She tried to delete it. I'll see if I can find it.
Okay.
I think I posted that video to your website.
I have to look.
Within the past, it's been maybe a few months though. So where she was saying she was kind of threatening him.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I posted that. She did try and get rid of it, but
be mindful that, to put this in context, what we're watching was filmed late summer. We know now about when it was filmed because Biden announced Harris in mid-August.
Okay, and they said she picked Harris. I got you.
So we know about the time. But yes, Wanda did this live, and she had all of these people around her. It was so crazy, the things that she was saying, and she shouldn't have mentioned his kids. She shouldn't have, and I can't remember what she said about them, but it was just
mentioned Martell's kids.
Yeah, she mentioned their children.
I mean, Melanie Martell's kids. Okay.
Yeah, like it was unnecessary, and I will say she did look like she was a little drunk.
Okay.
So
she was. I don't remember her mentioning the kids though. Now you're gonna have me at home trying to find it.
She said something that and if you don't leave Tish alone, so it was crazy. I can't remember because
remember that part.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it kind of went viral. And then I think when she realized how bad it looked, she had deleted it. But Martell, it got real ugly on Twitter. They was threatening each other on Twitter.
What?
They kind of talked about it a little bit on the earlier part. They just haven't been able to confront Wanda.
Okay.
They were going backwards and forward. Martell was threatening to expose Melanie's mother.
Yes.
I don't know if you all know, so allegedly, it ain't no allegedly. When that was their business together. If you think about it, the name is
I got a picture. You can't spell Hope without Shote. I got that picture.
Right. So Shote, apparently Melanie's mother worked there at some point as well. And so did Maurice and Marceau's other brother. Well, with the other brother, he got close with, you cannot spell Hope, right? Oh, Shote without,
Yeah.
So apparently she had gotten close with him because they worked together. I don't know to what capacity he was working there, but I kind of get the idea that the mother was doing like administrative stuff and he was doing, maybe he did clean outs or something. I don't know. But they got close and allegedly there was supposed to be a sex tape. Now I think is much younger than her mother. But I think it was kind of disgusting because Marceau threatened to release it.
That is awful.
Yeah, that was very tacky.
Yeah, and he didn't flat out say tape. He said something like he made a thread and he mentioned mothers. And it was unnecessary. Like it got dirty. And I think that's what, and then Wanda, this was around the same time that Wanda did that video. This was all happening at the same time. And Wanda did that video and Martell had released it. He had re-released it. Because they was like, oh, we recorded it. Why you deleted it?
Well, he released the video.
Right.
He's
to
shady.
Show people what she said. No, not about his mother.
Just that Wanda saying what she said.
Yeah, well, Wanda.
Okay.
I got you.
Because he was just like, why would you do that? That's why I was saying I didn't think that this was season 3 because there was no resolution to any of that.
I thought it said season 2, number 11 when I looked at it, but I'm not sure.
They only had like 9 or 10 episodes.
Yeah. So what was up with the tax records? What was released about the tax records that was so bad?
I can't remember. I do remember
because they kept being so mad about
basic,
you took my tax records to the bloggers.
It was basic,
and I felt like I was missing something.
Holt tax records. I'm trying to remember. Whatever it was. Whatever it was something that was kind of common. And I don't think that they released, I don't necessarily believe, it was something that we could have Googled.
Okay.
I don't know if, I can't remember, let me see if I could pull it up.
But why were they so mad about it? I mean, did it reveal something bad about their finances or? Yeah, I done laid down. I had a little drink today. I'm like, woohoo.
Can't even remember. See, because
I don't either. I missed the tax part.
This was over a year ago.
Okay.
This would have been like it wasn't this time last year, because this time last year we know they were filming right before the pandemic. Mm-hmm. This stuff would have happened in the summer before that. Whoa. So that's how long ago it would have been. Yeah, we know when they stopped and started. We know that they started in December because Melanie had the baby in December. Mm-hmm. So maybe it was late November, early December. And we know that it stopped March 20th. So they had all of that time and they started back up in August. That's what it looks like.
This is crazy. So is the girl going to be on the show? Do we know?
Allegedly, Huntsville had been negotiating with her. Okay. Whether or not they got her, I don't know. Because I had even heard that that they're trying to package them as together. That if they move forward, he may be packaged with her.
That's like, going to be horrible.
A or Melanie?
A.
The girlfriend.
And Martell. That's allegedly. I've read that
that is crazy. So it's Melanie.
If you've been talking about me for the last 2 years on the show, and I've been exposed, because she did not expose herself. As a matter of fact, the second somebody ended up finding out who she was, she closed her Instagram account.
Okay.
So it wasn't like she was trying to be seen. She certainly wasn't in one of those groups, and if she was incognito. Right. She was somebody else's name. So she wasn't trying to expose herself.
This is crazy. So does Melody have a boyfriend?
If you're messing with a married man, you're trying to expose yourself.
Yeah.
I don't even think she lives in Huntsville.
So is Melody got a guy? I know that there was a rumor that she
so what he's talking about that they bleeped out. So this lawyer in Birmingham, because again, I've watched too much of this on Twitter. That's the problem. So allegedly there's a lawyer in Birmingham that Mel was messing with. That's what these text messages are supposed to be. If you watch, I'm trying to think if he mentioned this. I know he mentioned it a little bit with Heavenly, but I can't remember if that's the interview that he went in all the details. He went into some details about, he flat out said that Melanie cheated first.
He tried to insinuate that, and Destiny was like, but even his mama was like, that ain't true. You did it first.
You started this. That's what she said. Yeah, you started this.
And then he tried to do that with Destiny too.
Yeah.
And I just feel like Martell is just trying to make everybody be on his side now.
Yes.
He is.
He is. I think that he's making it clear to them, look, my relationship with you is because of you. I mean,
because of Melanie.
Because of him, yeah. No, Melanie's friendship with Destiny is because of him.
Oh yeah,
and the hoax is because of him.
Because he was like, we've been friends for 20-some years, so you got to be my friend. And I was like, you really gonna say this to this lady?
She was like, I don't know. She was like, look, I don't know.
She was like, no, we're not doing that, bro. But I don't know. But I felt like it was such a good episode. I was all in.
Mm-hmm. I liked it. I love Huntsville. I think on TV, to me, that's the best thing moving.
It's good.
It really is. That's the best reality show on TV right now. My cousin, she watches it, but she gets all the scoop and the gossip. I be like, Sharika, how do you not watch this show?
I feel like it's because they're very real too and very transparent. They're very open. I think that's why I like them too. They don't put on airs.
And they're in those groups. Every last one of them.
Every last one of them's in the group.
Melanie claims she ain't, but she got a cousin. One of them straight.
She's in there.
No chasers, because there's 2 no chaser groups.
Okay.
One of them is definitely pro Melanie. They'll say that they're not, but they are. And the other one is because it's the original no straight no chaser. I put you in one of them.
I'm in there now. Yeah.
Yeah, Callie. I don't know if are you in any of those groups? Where's she?
Callie?
She ain't even up there.
Say again?
Are you in any of the Huntsville groups?
Well, yeah, I am one.
The straight.
I don't even know the name of that.
It's the original one, and they the ones that get the tea, like the real tea, like for real, for real. One of them got a plug.
One of the names of the group is Straight No Chaser.
Yes, it's two different. It's the original Straight No Chaser Huntsville, and it's Straight No Chaser.
Okay.
I like that name.
Two different groups. And one of them was pulled from the other one. I do know that because I was pulled in one of them because one of the owners was tripping. Now, there is a bigger one that I'm not in because they kicked me out.
I'm in that one.
Why they kick you out?
Because I put a post about Letitia. Marceau commented about it. And I responded to it. And it is a group rule not to tag.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Yeah, not to tag.
That's crazy, though.
But he answered my post.
Right.
It's not like I tagged him just generally.
He did it.
You just scooted all the way back. We gone.
Girl, I told you. I done drunk some more of this book. What's this thing called I'm drinking?
You just scooted all.
It's called I can't remember the name of it.
Lord,
it done told me
what you drinking? Look, I'm just drinking a sparkling water. Look,
no, it's like I don't know the name of it. First, we went out and I had two mimosas.
Oh Lord!
And then I'm drinking this. What I don't know the name of it. Backslaw.
Okay, I see a Love and Marriage Huntsville Unfiltered Conversations, a Straight No Chaser, and then a Straight No Chaser.
Yes, both of those.
Yep. Both of them, they're different.
They're different. And both of them, I can't remember which one was the second one. That was like awesome. One of them is really good. I can't remember which one because I'm just getting back in. It's the one with, because we're Facebook friends in real life. Let me see. I think it's this one. I think it's let me see who the admins are. Oh, no, it's not this one. It's not the Love, and it's not the one that's the regular one. It's the original one. The original one, that's the one that's really good. They're both really good. But put it like this. These are the two groups that I think had who did look, they information so good they get cease and desist letters. You know,
do they?
Good. Yes. Well, and they both.
Oh my!
They both posted their cease and desist letters.
Oh.
Because
send me the link so I can make sure I'm in the right one. Send me the link so I can make sure I try to get the right one.
Right, because I know you sent me the one, but it's two of them.
You were in the other one already.
I'm already in the other one. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I didn't.
I know I saw the cease and desist on one of the groups.
Why are we not friends on Facebook, Callie? I can't give you.
I don't know. You can?
I can't. I don't know how to send this without. Like, I can add you if you are my friend. Okay.
The drink that's what I did. It's Bourbon Bushwhacker.
That's what oh Lord. Is that
brown? Bushwhacker.
Is it brown?
Girl.
Is it brown?
Put the link in our messenger chat then.
Okay. Oh, I'll just screenshot both of them.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, these are both really good groups. They give all the tea. It's another one too.
They must, if they get in cease and desist letters, that'll be funny.
Yes, they were giving cease and desist letters.
Oh
well. Is that the only one? Unfiltered Conversations. I'm in that one. Let me see who. I wonder, is this the one? I'm trying to remember. Because this girl right here, this one isn't in either. It's the one that's run by a girl named D. is her name, and I can't remember which one it is. Is it the Gossip Crew? Because she may have changed the name, because a lot of them did. They kind of, off season, they expand the names and change the names. I just can't remember which one it is. But I'm finna put these in a group, and you all can take a look at it.
But yeah, so I wonder if we could get one of them to come on, you think, and talk one day.
They might. Y'all bold enough ass.
But I don't know them. I will though.
I don't know them. I'm friends with Letitia on Facebook, but she doesn't really do friends. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I used to live in Birmingham. I actually went to Bessemer. I used to live in Bessemer.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was born in St. Louis, but we moved to Birmingham when I was maybe I think 9 maybe. And when we first moved there, we stayed in one house for a year, and then we moved to Bessemer. So the high school that she actually went to, my brother did. He didn't graduate from there because we ended up moving again. But they were friends on Facebook. She was friends with my brother. I don't think they ever crossed paths because my brother's a year and a half older than me. And Letitia, I don't even think is 40.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think she's that old. I think she's probably like mid-30s.
That ain't old. I'm just playing.
Yeah, she's not.
I wonder how old Miss Wanda is with her snakeskin boots. How old do y'all think she is?
Girl, them boots coming around that corner, I will never forget.
I'm telling you, that was too funny.
I have no idea.
With her hair buns, I love it. Yeah. Okay.
But I know that Maurice is the oldest, I think, of them all that went to A&M. So I think maybe they all went, you're on mute.
I just realized, all of them went to A&M.
Except Kimmy.
Except Kimmy, okay.
All of them went to Alabama A&M except Kimmy. Kimmy, I think, went to, she may have went to UAH because she's not from there either. She's from Baltimore, I think.
Okay.
And I know that I was wondering, did more so and what's the name them go there because they moved to Huntsville or because they went to school and then moved their mother? Because they all live in Huntsville now. And I don't necessarily know why, but what drove all of them there. Huntsville is a good city to live in. I've said, my husband and I actually talked about moving to Huntsville. Yeah, it's a growing city. And it's a lot going on there.
Stuff like it's the black business. Do you know if it's popping or Dakota?
It's I don't know necessarily about the black businesses, but it's a growing city.
No, they're cigar bar black.
Oh, I have no idea. I can't imagine going to a cigar bar in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
First, let me say, I can't imagine going to a cigar bar in general. I don't like the smell of smoke.
Me either.
But,
Me either.
But I went to a hookah bar here recently and they was all sharing stuff. And I was like, I got to go. Like, people ain't taking this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I definitely couldn't imagine it now. But, it probably would be a cool place. And when the last time I was in Huntsville, I was actually looking for it because I just wanted to drive by and see it. And I kind of got busy and I was trying to get out. I was trying to leave because I actually wanted to stop at Destiny's Beauty Supply. It was early on a Friday morning the last time I was there. But next time I go, I'm gonna make it my business to go by.
Yeah, you need to go in there, see if she's in there. Did she work in there? Or
I can't remember. I think she said, I can't remember what my daughter said. Because I sent her when she opened it, I had Googled where the location was to have my daughter go by there and buy something.
Okay.
And when she said she went by there, she was trying to buy something cheap. because she's really good supporting. And she said the thing was kind of high. Like normal stuff that she would get was higher. And you know, that may be a price point. They can't really lower their prices when they're the only one in the game. You know what I'm saying? When you have a beauty supply place, you almost have to link up with other beauty supplies to get your stuff cheaper.
You do.
You know, that's the only way. If not, you're going to be paying higher prices to get one box in. You know, these bigger places, they all work together. They work in a network. So,
you know what? We didn't talk about Atlanta. Was there anything to talk about Atlanta?
Nothing. I think this episode that's on right now is supposed to be
did y'all see this picture?
Girl, she just want everybody in her husband inbox. I don't know why.
Oh, Callie, you can't see it. This is Drew's picture with her husband in the back.
He just stepping in or about to get out. Look at the shower. And he ain't got on no clothes.
No.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, I think you sent it to me. That's why I got it.
I have no idea why she would want to do that. I wouldn't do that.
Oh my God.
Especially knowing
he is cute. That picture right there, she playing.
You don't share that kind of stuff.
Inviting trouble in.
Right.
So tonight's episode Strippergate?
No, but this isn't the bridal shower. This is the trip that they did, but it's supposed to be a little action tonight. So tonight actually might be a good episode. But I heard that they was trying to speed through to get to these points.
To get to this. I know they said the ratings went up last week to like 1.4.
1.3 or 4, yeah. Because it was down to 1.1.
Yeah. So the ratings are going back up. Is this where they do the jet thing?
When they did the what?
Well, Kenya got the jet and they were mad?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we always talk through Atlanta. I feel bad because we don't watch it.
I know. Yeah, I'm just sitting there thinking I'm not gonna watch it tonight either.
No, I'm just saying we don't watch it the night that it's on. I mean, I'm watching it. I don't think it's horrible. I don't think it's the best. At this one though, they have a lot of people. They have Fallon. I'm looking now, and Shamia's on. And Tanya. So maybe this one will be good because it's more. I don't like Drew's hair, but
y'all need to be. Hold on.
Poor Drew.
It's like, is it a wig? It's a braided wig. Who does a braided wig?
Karen Huger doesn't.
Oh,
remember her braided wig.
Ooh, Lord. We done went 2 hours tonight, y'all. Callie, I'm happy you can't see me because, girl, I am laying down. You see my chin? Maybe.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm just walking, and we're just getting to the house now. Walking in.
But yeah, we had Joy done left us. Not you.
Joy, where you at?
She be right back. I got paint on my hand from where we painted today.
Who was painting?
I did, but right before this, we painted wine glasses. We made Valentine wine glasses. It was virtual. One of my friends did it.
You need to
party.
You need to share pictures.
Oh yeah, I'll share a picture of it.
Did Joy hang up?
What you want, funky baby? My dog is in the picture now. So where have you been, Callie? You just been out and about?
Well, yeah.
I wish I had a picture of. I guess I should have looked up Red's husband. Her husband.
Yeah.
I'm back. Y'all think we should move this up to 5?
Huh?
Y'all think we should move this up to 5?
Yeah, because we go forever.
Yeah, we go too long.
It's 5 minutes.
We going on 2.5 hours.
We just talk.
We start at 5.
Yeah, we'll start at 5, and hopefully we'll be done by 7.
Right.
But that time goes by so quick too.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
What else? What else comes on tonight? Is that it?
This
week. So
next
week, what are we doing? We're gonna do Huntsville, L Collective. Anything else? No good movies like Wendy and any of that coming on?
No.
Okay, so we might be able to stick to 2 hours if we just have a few things. Oh, I guess we were supposed to show Cicely Tyson. I think you shared this.
Oh, yeah.
Did y'all see the special that came on after Bell Collective?
No.
About Cicely Tyson? I wish I had recorded it. They did a special about her. I only got the first couple of minutes.
Oh, they did it about Cicely Tyson?
Yeah, they did a really nice tribute to her. You know, she was just working last year. Did you all watch that one show that she was on last year?
Was it a Tyler Perry movie?
No, it was a show. It's really the show that took the place of Love Is. Did you all watch Love Is?
I don't know what that is.
Never heard of it.
Oh my God, I can't believe y'all didn't watch this show. I thought that was the best show on television.
What was it about? I don't know. I did on my phone.
It was a show about the lady Maury Akil. She's the one that wrote Girlfriends and The Game.
Okay.
Over the years, she has talked very openly about how she met her husband and how she was a woman that believed in him almost instantly. On the very first date, he told her he loved her. Oh. She has told this story over the years. You can find it, her talking about it on YouTube. Well, apparently she's told this story and Oprah took a liking to it. Oh, I heard real bad.
It's Callie.
I'm chewing. I'm sorry.
And the apparently it was so good that they turned it into a show. So what made the show so good was you had these young people in the 90s acting out her show. And then they had these older couple talking about it as if it's her and her current husband. But what made it so grand was after every episode, she talked about what really happened, if she took creative licensing on things. But what made it so beautiful was on their first date, he was dead broke when he met her. Actually, they met and she was a teacher. And his situation wasn't as bad as it would be when they met almost a year later. She was then writing for, I think was it Martin's show? Or was it Moesha?
So it don't come on anymore?
No, because I'll tell you why. But it was so perfectly written. This was one of the best love shows like I've ever seen. And she was so raw and real because most of these events happened. And she would just talk so, she's a writer, so she can express herself very well. The show ended because her husband, who's really a writer, he's now a writer, he was homeless when they met.
Oh, wow.
She was a writer for an on-air show. And maybe it was a Jamie Foxx show.
Okay.
He was on a hit Black show.
And he was
homeless. Had just bought her first house. And she met this guy who was homeless, who was living on his ex-girlfriend's couch. And he didn't have any money, but he had tickets to a concert. And he sent it to her job and they went to the concert. And then after the concert, he asked her, what would you do if this was a year from now? What would you say to me? And he said, or I can't remember if he asked her, I think he asked her that. And she said, I would tell you that I love you. I love you. On their first date. Now, people would say that's unrealistic, but you can listen to her talk about her story over the years on YouTube.
Wow.
So, but it was just so interesting to have it act out on. Now, she got a contract with Netflix, by the way. Her story writing to me is phenomenal. The Game, Girlfriends, Girlfriends got a little weird at the end, so did The Game.
Right.
But her storytelling to me is phenomenal. But the reason it ended was because her husband, who he writes What's the name of that show that's on Fox? It's like a superhero show, Black Lightning.
Black Lightning, yeah.
Yeah, he writes that show.
Oh, I like that show.
And yeah, that's her husband. And in real life, apparently, he had an affair. And the side chick said that he had been physically abusive to her. And this was kind of in the crust or in the middle of the Me Too movement. So Oprah didn't want to touch it and they canceled it. But I really hate that they did, because that show was phenomenal. Like, it garnered so much conversation. I'm surprised you two hadn't heard of it.
I hadn't heard of it. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Oh, a matter of fact, I'll send you from that one channel, that one station that I sent you all, Gujara. I know it's on there. And I'll send it to you. It's something that from every week to week to week, you're going to be watching it like, oh my God, how did they cancel this show?
Mm. So, okay, well, I'm glad to hear you say that it was the question about I would tell you I love you was a year later, because that's easier to see than really saying that night, I love you.
Yeah, it was a year later. They had met each other, but they didn't, he just kind of met her. They didn't date. Well, a year later, they end up meeting again. She done cut off her hair. She's looking, pretty or whatever. And he asked, what's going on with you? And, they kind of had a conversation. But they went on that one date and he ended. Watch it. I just sent it to you guys in the group. When I tell you that that's one that you could literally watch every single episode. And if you could Google her, the writer, her name is Maurice Akil. Mm-hmm. She had something to say about it. Like, I used to look so forward to hearing what she had to say, because she'll tell you in real life, I didn't do this. In real life, he really did this, that happened exactly the way that you see it. So yeah, watch it. That show was phenomenal. What's her name plays his mom. There's an episode that is like you almost wish you could duplicate it. She played everybody. Loretta Devine played his mother. Yeah, it's really good, because there was a situation with the baby mama, because he had a baby and he wasn't really taking care of the baby, and he had came home to visit and he brought the girlfriend, and they had the mother, the things that she said is so relevant to people fighting with baby mamas, but yeah, watch it and tell me what y'all think. That was the best thing that Oprah had on their network. I was devastated when they came. Devastated.
I'm gonna look for that, and then we can talk about that next week if I can find it.
Yeah. I sent it to you in the group.
Oh, okay.
To watch it, you got to do it in Google. It won't let you do it on Safari.
Okay.
And if you're watching it on your laptop, you're going to get 2 pop-ups. Delete both the pop-ups, and you should be able to click the button and watch the movie.
Okay.
Right? If you're watching it like on your tablet, all you have to do is hit the back button. Because what's going to happen is when you click on a movie, they're going to take you to another screen. Just hit the back button and it should take you back. It's easier to watch it on a laptop and just close those 2 pop-ups.
Yeah, I'm going to do it on a laptop. Yeah. Okay, we might talk about that next week.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal. I was devastated when they canceled it. Okay. And then the girl, the little side girl had the nerve to sit up here and say that he stole that story from her. I was like, I ain't no genius here, but it was her first date. I had heard about her first date before because she had talked about it. I had been watching something on Girlfriends and her YouTube pop up, and I end up watching it because not really just because of her, because she's good friends with the girl who wrote Love and Basketball. They went to college together, I think. And it was some kind of special that came on TV. So I ended up watching it, and she was in there talking about her family. She had an interesting childhood.
So are they still together or no?
I can't really figure that out.
Okay.
I follow her on Instagram, and I'm not on Instagram a whole lot. I know she loves that man, girl.
That's crazy.
It's real. Oh, and she talks about, in my opinion, and I think she talked about this before, she's an example of, if you believe in soulmates and twin flames, she and her husband are a good example of twin flames, because these two, when they got together, they create, twin flames. It's not just a great connection. You create something grand together. And together, they have created a lot of artistic things because they work a lot together. He worked on Girlfriends with her. They worked together a lot. As a matter of fact, the guy who played him was on his show.
Black Lightning?
Yes. They end up killing him off and bringing him back to life to get on Black Lightning. I can't even think of the guy's name. He was a dark guy.
Yeah,
he was the villain in the very first season. And they killed him off. Well, they killed him off to put him on Love Is. And they brought him back for the third season. And I can't think of what his name was. My husband might remember because we used to watch it together. I didn't know that was him.
You used to watch which together? Black Lightning or Love Is?
Yeah. Well, we watched Love Is together, but we used to watch Black Lightning together.
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna watch that link and maybe we can talk about it.
It was really good.
Other people might can find it.
And she has a contract with Netflix.
Yeah, there's a show on Netflix that she has.
What?
Tia Mowry's in it, Loretta Devine. They have, I can't think of the name of the show.
It's an acting show?
Yeah.
That she does?
She does it, yeah. Let me look real quick. I might can find the name.
That Maury Akil does?
I think it is Netflix.
Maury Brock Akil.
Family Reunion.
Girl, she does that corny show.
I think she does that.
Oh.
Maybe she don't.
I haven't watched it. That's the one with Kenya.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. My daughter watched it though. Let me see who does
Let me
this
see
show.
if it's her show.
No.
It's not. No. Okay.
Meg Latosh. That yeah, no.
You said that corny show? I thought that was her show.
I tried to watch one episode. It's family.
Does she do the Blackish and the Mixish? No. Okay.
No. Let me name some things that she does. Maury Brock Akil. I know she did Girlfriends. Me and her sister and I were friends on Facebook, and she blocked me. She's real conservative. You know who her sister is? In real life. Did y'all ever watch the Parkers?
Yeah.
Do y'all remember Regina, the stuck-up girl?
Yeah, that's her sister.
That's her sister in real life.
Did she do the Parkers?
I think she did do the Parkers for a couple of years.
Okay.
But, she created Girlfriends.
Yeah, I remember seeing her name.
Oh, it was the Jamie Foxx show.
Her and her husband, I think, did
Moesha.
Uh-huh.
Of course, Girlfriends Again. She then wrote, when they closed down the game, I remember her doing Cougar Town. And
she did Cougar Town?
Mm-hmm, they were talking about that. A lot of writers who had their own shows were now writing for other, things when CW closed down. And she did Being Mary Jane.
I think Callie want to come back.
Huh?
Callie, is this you?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are we still live? You can take us off live. We still live.
We just be talking.
Are we on live?
I think we are.
I don't know.
Let me go see.
They got, and she's a beautiful woman.